Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be using the Farmasi Vintage Season eyeshadow trio for the first time. I asked you guys, I think it was last week, if you guys would like to see a look with this palette. I haven't tried it yet. I just opened it actually. And so I'm excited to give it a try. I just used the VFX Strobe Primer. Love this stuff. So I hope you guys are doing well today. I am in the salon today, doing hair, but I had a little bit of a hole in my schedule, so here we are. I just got this palette. Well, I got some other goodies too, but I plan to do an unboxing, which I guess that's kind of cheating because I technically already unboxed it. But I have another package from Farmasi coming, and so I figured I would just wait. It should be here in a few days, and I just figured that I would just do them together so you guys can see everything. There's a few new things that I haven't tried before. I will be using the Vintage Season palette today. I keep calling it a palette, but it's a trio. And then I will also be using the Optimal Style Mascara. I haven't tried it yet either. But I'm excited to play around with these eyeshadows. Farmasi has a lot of new stuff coming out. I feel like they're releasing stuff like constantly, so I love it, love it. Literally, I placed an order and then like a couple days after that is when they released some new brushes and sponges, and so that's why I have another order coming. It's not here yet. I also am using the Farmasi VFX foundation in 02, I think. Yes, number 2. So it's a little dark on me, but you guys have seen it before. Once I put everything together, it'll come together. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I will list the rest of the products in the description box below in case you're interested, and then I'll come back so we can do the eyes. And we're back. Okay. So today, like I said, we're gonna do a look with the Vintage Season eyeshadow trio from Farmasi. Isn't that just pretty? It's so pretty. I have, Farmasi has 4 of these. There's Vintage Season, Sunset Kiss, Vice Brown, and Ultimate Smoky. That's the only one I don't have is Ultimate Smoky. These are super convenient if you are the type of person to like just chuck something in your bag. You want something easy and not overwhelming with a ton of colors. This is perfect. So, let's see. How do I want to start this? And these are really nice too because they have a little mirror on the inside. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go in with this reddish pinkish shade. We'll see how this, ooh, super pigmented. I'm gonna put that in my crease. Please excuse my eyebrows, y'all. I'm getting ready to wax them here in just a little bit. They are awful. Now, all the shades in this palette they all have a slight shimmer to them. I would almost call them more satin. They're not super they're not glittery or anything like that, but they're definitely not matte. So that's something to keep in mind. I personally prefer variety. I prefer mattes over shimmers unless I'm gonna use the shimmer on the lid or my inner corner, that type of thing. I don't really like them in my crease, but I mean, you can kind of tell it definitely, like, it shows texture. That's a big reason why I don't like shimmers. And this has nothing to do with Farmasi. Like, it's just shimmers in general, any eyeshadow palette that has shimmers. And that's just a personal opinion. Now, if you don't care about that, you do you, boo. I mean, I don't mind this. It doesn't look super noticeable, but I do have a lot of texture on my eyelids, and I'll, like, see if you can tell. Like, it just accentuates that. Now, granted, most of the time I wear glasses anymore, and so most likely you're not going to even notice that, but I do, so that's a me thing. I really like that shade. It blended out really well. Now I'm going to go in with, which brush do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this. This is an old Urban Decay, like it came with the Naked Smoky palette. It's two-sided. I'm going to use the deeper one. Getting ahead of myself. The denser one. And use the middle shade here to go on my outer corner, like my outer V right there. I'm probably going to end up switching brushes, but just to kind of get the color placed. If y'all haven't noticed, it's really hard for me to do makeup and talk about it at the same time. I don't know why, but it just is. I feel like I just end up sitting here talking about it for 20 years. Or like applying the same thing 20 times. I'm gonna add more, but I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down on this side. This is like a very, I mean, it definitely is brown, but it's kind of like mauve-y. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a cool tone, definitely a cool toned brown. Now, I'm the type of person that I change my eyeshadow looks like every day. Like, it's very seldom that I do the same look with eyeshadow every day. I'm just gonna go in with this, like, a little fluffier brush to blend that out a little bit. And I don't always base my looks off of like this season or what colors are in my clothes. Like, most of the time I don't even coordinate. But this would be a great palette for the fall. Definitely. And it's right around the corner, y'all. And I'm just kind of like packing that on my outer lid right there. And then just blending it out. And just taking it tighter into the crease right there. Whew, okay, my eyeball. It's very pretty. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. And I just like to take that, for the look I'm going for, just take that darker shade, like right to the center, and then take it more in the crease. And then just blend it out on the outside. I feel like it looks a lot more blended in person than it does on the camera, but you know, that's life, I guess, right? Nothing is perfect, y'all. Let's see. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with my first brush and just a tad bit of that red color and go back over that to intensify it a little bit more, because we just blended it and blended it and blended it and blended it, and it just goes away a little bit. You just got to add some more back in there. I have people ask me about eyeshadow like all the time that they don't know how to do it, but it's like a lot of back and forth. See, like this looks a lot more intense than this because we blended a lot of it away when we added that dark shade in. And I think people, I don't know why it is, but I think people just think a lot of times it's like once it's on there, it's just stuck there. Now granted, that can be the case with certain products, but most of the time you have like, you can go back and forth and break stuff up and fix it how you want to. I'm gonna go back in with that pencil brush again and just go right into the crease, just to kind of deepen it up a little bit more. I'm gonna take like a packing brush. I hope this doesn't have any, I gotta clean my brushes off. I'm gonna take this lighter shade right here. And just put that right in the front here. Now you could be extra and do like a half cut crease or whatever they call this. And take your concealer and cut all that, like clean up all that extra eyeshadow so that this would be like, it would pop a lot more. But honestly, this is a really good look without having to do that. I do this a lot with different eyeshadows. If you don't have the time to sit and actually carve out and all that jazz. It's a very pretty color. And see, like, this is a look, like, I love this. I could definitely do this as, like, an everyday eye look. I mean, to most people, it probably isn't super, like, quick. But at the same time, to me, it would be. I mean, it didn't really take me that long. It's more so that I'm trying to explain things. I don't have a small brush to do that with. But I definitely like this palette. You can also rotate the colors however you wanted to be able to make that a lot, like change it up a little bit. I'm gonna try to use my finger. My nails are really long, but I'm gonna use that lighter shade right in my inner corner. It's not super, that's kind of what I was saying, is it's not super reflective, like super shiny, but you can tell the difference between it. And that's kind of how like all three eyeshadows are. They're more like a satin type of finish. Yes, I like that. I think what I'm gonna do on the bottom is I'm gonna take my pencil brush and take the dark right up against the lash line. These brushes are really good for that. Like if you wanna really place it, and like especially in a small area, to where there's a higher impact and not so blended out. Do that. Do this eye. And then I'm gonna take the brush I used for my red shade. And I would recommend a smaller brush, but I don't have one right now. And then just take it right up against that darker shade and blend it out. Pretty. They're very pigmented, y'all. I mean, I feel like it's coming off on camera, but... And I'm just using natural light today. I don't have my ring light. And, ooh, it's pretty. Pretty. Is it even, though? I can't tell. I'm blind because I'm not wearing my glasses, so it's like harder, like, I have to work so close up. And then what I'm gonna do is take that brush I used for the lighter shade, and I'm just gonna put that, just connect all of this right here. I'm also gonna put some of that on my brow bone to highlight it a little bit. The great thing about all these trios is there's 4 of them, and they are a vast, like they all have different shades, like, you know, a smoky black eye or a smoky brown eye or warm, cool. And so you could definitely have all 4 of them. I mean, they're small, as you can see. There's 4 of these, and like, you know, that you could use them all together. I do that all the time. I use the brown from the Vice Brown palette all the time to do my eyebrows. Super convenient when you can use things for more than one purpose. So this is the Optimal Style. I have not tried it yet. I'm excited to try it. That's what the wand looks like. Look at this. It's awkward. Maybe right there. There we go. Now this mascara says all-in-one volume long lash curve style. Curve style. That's part of the name. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm an idiot. But I've been slowly, like gradually trying all of Farmacy's mascaras. 3D is probably my favorite. It's one of those things where I feel like each mascara obviously serves a different purpose. So it's like you have to find what, I mean, every day is different. And I'm a makeup artist, so I look at things from that perspective, as opposed to like, you know, most people, they just use one mascara at a time. But not me. So, like the 3D is all around big lashes. I love it. And then the Zen, for example, it's very lengthening. So, I mean, they all just have something to offer that's different. There's one layer of the Optimal Style. What do you guys think? Can you tell the difference? I can, y'all. That's the mascara. What do you guys think? Does it look good? I love it. I'm telling y'all, Farmacy's mascaras are so good. Like, their makeup's so good anyway and affordable. But this is the finished eye look, so you guys will have to let me know what you think. Again, please ignore my eyebrows. They look terrible. And I only used the brow mascara today since I'm gonna wax them here shortly. I didn't feel like, you know, putting a lot of work into it, so they look a little splotchy, but what do y'all think? I'm loving it. Like, yes, totally. I can't remember how much they are. I want to say are they $21.90? Hold on, let me look. Yeah, so here's all of Farmacy's trios, and they're $21.90. I was about to read it backwards, y'all. So a lot of different choices, like depending on what kind of look you're going for. Super convenient to just, like, if you're traveling, to just toss in your bag. And then the Optimal Style Mascara, yeah, it's $10.90. Like, you're probably gonna get a drugstore mascara nowadays for that or more anyway. And that's like great quality. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. Like, what you think of this. Do you like this? I'm loving it. And it's so nice because it has a little mirror. So, I mean, hello. Oh, I almost forgot to do my lips, y'all. How dare me. Can't believe I did that. I was so excited about the mascara and the eyeshadow. This is Mauve Pink. And I also am going to go ahead and set my face with the Time Locker setting spray. I was so excited. I almost forgot. But that was the matte liquid lipstick in Mauve Pink. It's like my favorite. I have several favorites if you haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, like this video also if you're interested in seeing me do a look with the Ultimate Smoky palette. I don't have it, but I will gladly get it. I have the other 3, so I would love to do a look with the other one. Oh yeah, and please subscribe. Help me out, y'all. I'm trying to build it all up. And if you'd like to see more videos, tutorials, reviews, I have a review coming soon. on some other products that are not pharmacy related. So if you'd like to see that, please subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.